Hello everyone, welcome to the show and happy Halloween. Today we have a very special video for you in keeping with the Halloween season. Treat yourself to Atari's haunted house and meet the ghostest with the mostest. It's all about creeping it real, and that is the topic for today's video.
That's me, taking my third curtain call at the Alhambra Bradford. Sit! They loved me.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was the party.
This is the party.
Oh.
Right. Who's for Atari?
What's more, it's my party. Music hall's dead, sunshine. Pac-Man, Missile Command, Super Breakout, that's where the action is. All linked up, young man?
Just a moment. Right. Anyone for Haunted House?
You have to be fast on your feet for this,
Oh, don't say that. I want to show you tap dancing next.
Atari. Simply more fun and games.
Many years ago in the small town of Spirit Bay, there lived a mean old man named Zachary Graves. Old Man Graves was not a very well-liked person. He spent most of his life brooding about a decaying, full-story mansion. When he died, the house was condemned and locked up. The townspeople claimed that Old Man Graves knew the whereabouts of a magic urn. The urn was the family heirloom of the first family of Spirit Bay who lived in that very mansion. The urn had broken into several pieces during the earthquake of 1890 and is still in the old house. It is common knowledge that the ghost of Old Man Graves still haunts the mansion, and to this day, no one has had the courage to go into the mansion to search for the pieces of the urn. The neighbors claim to hear eerie sounds, doors slamming, heavy footsteps, lights flickering in the windows, and seen shadows running through the mansion. There is also an ancient scepter hidden in the mansion. Old Man Graves always carried the scepter. He believed it scared off evil spirits. And now you know the story. Atari is unlocking the entrance to the haunted house and letting you test your bravery. Do you dare enter the frightening old mansion? If you do, remember to carry matches. The haunted house is very dark. I bet the guys at Atari had a fun time writing that up. Haunted House was written by James Andreasen and published by Atari in 1982. Steve Hendricks did the fabulous artwork for this game, which is used throughout the manual. Before reaching its final name, it was also called Mystery Mansion, Graves Manor, and Nightmare Manor. Here's another piece of artwork made for the game. I think you can see why this one was rejected. The player, represented by a pair of eyes, must navigate the haunted mansion of the late Zachary Graves to recover the 3 pieces of an urn. The game has been held up as a precursor to the survival horror genre. The house has 4 floors. Your character may pick up only one of 3 items at a time: a master key, a scepter to ward off evil spirits, or the urn, and must avoid a bat, a tarantula, and the ghost of Mr. Graves himself. As if a cat, if the player is hit by the monsters 9 times, the game ends. By the way, the manual calls the monster hits being scared to death. If the player escapes to the entrance of the house with the urn, they win. The items and house layout in higher difficulties can only be seen when the player uses the fire button on the joystick to light a match, illuminating a small radius directly around his character. This can be done an infinite number of times, although the match only lasts for a limited amount of time before being snuffed out. If a monster enters the same room as a player, a howling wind from the monster will blow out any lit match. Haunted House has a total of 9 different levels, which make the game more challenging. In fact, all levels past 1 have invisible walls that can only be seen with the lit match. Additional gameplay modes increase the number of spiders, randomize item locations, and change the layout of locked doors. Adam Lewis did map out the different levels and provided the following maps for our convenience. The trick to winning the harder variations is to take the master key and walk around noting the locations of all the objects. Since you will not be able to carry anything else while assembling the urn, you'll have to know the layout of the mansion to avoid the locked doors for the trip back. So now that we know the basics, here's some gameplay of Winning Game Variation 1. I'm playing the first level here because it's the only level that shows the walls. All the doors are unlocked, so you don't have to worry about a key. Playing some of the higher levels can be difficult. Because you can only carry one item in your inventory at a time, the creatures are faster, and when you open the doors, they're right on top of you. This is the first urn piece, which is the middle part. As you find each of the pieces, it automatically builds it for you. The pieces don't have to be found in any kind of order. This is the right side of the urn. Uh-oh, gotta run away from the old man Graves' ghost. You can see the urn being built in the inventory at the bottom of your screen. That sound means I found all the pieces of the urn. Time to get back to the first level entrance. I won. I love Atari games that have an ending. Well, that's a good way to end our Halloween special, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Did you play Atari's Haunted House as a kid? And would it scare you to play all alone in a darkened house? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy the video, please hit the subscribe and like buttons, and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified of upcoming videos. Take care and happy Halloween!